Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to bring you some more Strat-O-Matic Baseball 2018 version and our Denny McLain Bob Gibson 1968 challenge against the 2017 12 best teams as I've deemed them. And today will be Denny McLain's third start. He is 2-0 so far. And he's going against the Cleveland Indians of 2017 and Corey Kluber. Denny McLain was 31-6 with an ERA of 1.96, 280 strikeouts in 1968. And Bob Gibson was 22-9 with an earned run average of a 1.12 with 268 strikeouts. They'll be taking on the 12 best teams of 2017 home and away for 24 starts. And we'll see how the year the pitcher does against 2017. And the teams from 2017, I'll put them in the chat, are as follows. You have the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Boston Red Sox, Chicago Cubs, Cleveland Indians, Colorado Rockies, Houston Astros, Los Angeles Angels, Los Angeles Dodgers, Milwaukee Brewers, Minnesota Twins, New York Yankees, and the Washington Nationals. And that being said, let's get to the ball game here. And again, this is Denny McLain's third start, number 3 out of 24. Denny McLain's numbers currently. He stands at, let's go to the notes. Is it the notes? Yes. He's had 2 starts. He's 2 wins, no losses. Earned run average 3.78. He's pitched 17 innings, allowed 14 hits, walked 3, struck out 15. He's given up 3 gopher balls. He did give up 31 gopher balls in 68. All right. So Kelly Kluber's on the mound for the Indians. Here's the starting lineup for the 1968 Detroit Tigers. Batting first, playing shortstop, Mickey Stanley. Get a little more pop in the lineup, as we have changed our shortstop and third baseman for this game. Batting second, the designated hitter, Gates Brown. He destroys right-handed pitching. Batting third, the left fielder, Willie Horton. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Jim Northrup. Batting fifth, playing right field, Al Kaline. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Norm Cash. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Bill Freehan. Batting eighth, playing third base, Eddie Matthews, as he also hits right-handed pitching pretty well. When he did get hits, it was against righties. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Dick McAuliffe. On the hill for the Indians of 2017, Corey Kluber, 18-4, 2.25 earned run average, striking out 265, only walking 36. So, as we know, Kluber throws strikes. Behind the plate, you have Gomes, and he is a 1-1E-3 catcher. Santana's at first, a 2E6. Ramirez is at second, 2E15. Lindor is at short, 1E10. Diaz is at third, 4E10. Brantley is in left, 3E2 minus 2 arm. Almonte is in center, 3E4 minus 1 arm. And Chisenhall is in right, 3E3 minus 1 arm. So here comes Mickey Stanley. I'll be managing the Tigers. The computer will be managing the Indians. I manage the Tigers and Cardinals in this project. So Mickey Stanley comes to the plate. .259 with 11 home runs in 68. Kluber picks up the sign from Gomes. Here's the pitch to Stanley. And that is a 6-3. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Kluber starts the game off in style. He Ks Mickey Stanley. Stepping to the plate, left-handed batter, designated hitter Gates Brown, .370 with 6 home runs. Limited at-bats, as you'll see. He only had 92 at-bats in 68. But he killed right-handed pitching. 1 out, no one on. The windup and the pitch to Brown. Let's see what Gates Brown can do, and that is a 6-7. And that'll be another strikeout. This time he gets Brown looking. So Stanley goes down swinging, Brown goes down looking, and the Cleveland fans are quite happy here. 2 up, 2 down via the K. Here comes Willie Horton. Horton, .285, 36 home runs in 1968, the year of the pitcher. Right-handed power batter. Kluber looks in. Gomes sets the target. Here's the pitch to Willie Horton. And that is a 2-10. Kluber and the Indians looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And they won't get it as Horton works a walk. So Willie Horton's at first. He'll be held on. No, Santana's playing behind him. Horton, a 1-12 base runner, 30% chance of stealing second. And here comes Jim Northrup, left-handed batting center fielder, .264, 21 homers. Hits right-handed pitching pretty good. Horton will be off on contact with 2 outs. The windup and the pitch from Kluber to Northrup. And that is a 4-9. That'll be a ground ball to Lindor at short. And that's a 12. Should be able to handle it. That's a G1. Will he complete the play? That's 11. So Northrup up the middle. Lindor has it. Throws the first. Side retired. Nice play by Lindor. They work around the walk. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Due up for the Indians. Let's go to their lineup. Francisco Lindor, .273, 33 homers, 89 runs driven in. He's playing short. Batting second, playing left field, Michael Brantley, .299, 9 homers, 52 runs driven in. Batting third, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion, .258, 38 round trippers, 107 runners batted in. Batting fourth, playing second base, Jose Ramirez, .318, 29 homers, 83 ribbies. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall, .288, 12 homers, 53 runs batted in. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Carlos Santana, .259, 23 home runs, 79 runs driven in. Batting seventh, playing third base, Yandy Diaz, .263, no homers, 13 ribbies. Batting eighth, playing center field, Abraham Almonte, .233, 3 homers, 14 RBIs. Batting ninth, doing the catching, Yan Gomes, .232, 14 homers, 56 ribbies. On the mound for the Detroit Tigers, 1968 year of the pitcher, Denny McLain, 31-6, 1.96 earned run average, striking out 280, walking 63. He did give up 31 gopher balls, and he's given up 3 so far in 2 games. Free hands behind the plate, a 1E8 -2 arm catcher, Cash at first, 2E12. McCullough at second, 2E10. At short, Mickey Stanley. He played center field the first 2 games, 4E44. Matthews is at third, 3E26. Willie Horton's in left, 4E7 -2 arm. Northrup's in center, 3E8 -1 arm. And Al Kaline's in right, 1E7 -3 arm. So here's Lindor to lead it off against Denny McLain, left-handed batter. Well, switch hitter batting lefty. McLain nods his head, freehand sets the target, and here's the pitch to Lindor. And that is a 6-7. McLain jams him, pop up. Cash has it at first, one away. Here comes Michael Brantley to the plate. Left-handed batting left fielder. McLain toes the rubber. He deals to Brantley, and that is a 2-4. Ground ball to Stanley up the middle. He snares it, throws to Cash, 2 down. So Denny McLain matching Kluber so far, pitch for pitch, 2 outs, no one on. Can he do Kluber one better and get a 1-2-3 inning? Here it comes. Edwin Encarnacion. Got to be careful with Encarnacion. He digs in. He awaits the McLain offering. Here's the pitch from Denny McLain, and that is a 6-11. McLain and the Tigers want a 1-2-3 inning. That'll be a fly ball out to Al Kaline. He has a beat on it. That is a 3. He's a very good defender. That's an F2. Will he make the play now? That's a 10. Al Kaline will make the catch going towards the right field line. Side retired. We go to the top of the second. No score. Great running catch by Kaline. Robbing extra bases. Due up, the man who just made the marvelous catch, Al Kaline. Then Norm Cash and Bill Freehan for the Tigers. Kaline 287 with 10 homers in 1968. Kluber to face Kaline. Gomes goes through the signs. Here's the pitch from Kluber, and that is a 1-4. And Kaline hits this ball hard. It's a 1. And that will be a single. Line shot up the middle. A leadoff single by Al Kaline. Takes a wide turn but decides to stay. At first, Norm Cash steps to the plate, left-handed batting first baseman. Kaline, 80% chance of stealing second. You can see Kluber's horrible at holding base runners on a +6. And Santana is holding Kaline at first, but it doesn't matter. We're going to take a shot here. Corners are playing in for Norm Cash. Diaz in at third, and Santana in at first for Cleveland. So, well, actually, he can't be playing in if they're holding him. So we're going to attempt to steal with Kaline. 25% chance of getting the proper lead. He can't get the lead. He'll stay put. So good job by Kluber, not known for holding runners on in Santana. They keep Kaline at bay. Now his full attention goes to Norm Cash at the plate. Gomes sets the target. Here's the pitch to Norm Cash. That is a 1-6. This could be trouble. Cash works a walk. So a single and a walk to start off the top of the second. 2 on, no outs for Bill Freehan, the catcher. 263 with 25 home runs. The windup and the pitch from Corey Kluber, and that is a 6-9. Strike 3 looking. Kluber comes up big there. Now a double play ball will get him out of the inning. I believe that's Kluber's 3rd strikeout. And he'll face Eddie Matthews. Matthews only batted .212 with 3 homers, but he is a 5R, so he hits right-handed pitching quite well. Left-handed batting third baseman. Kaline at second, Cash at first. Kluber nods his head. Here's the pitch to Eddie Matthews, and that is a 2-7. Ground ball to Cash. They'll throw to second and get the middle runner, but they can't turn two. Relay throw not in time. So 2 outs, runners on the corners. Kaline's at third, Matthews is at first, and here comes the number 9 batter, the second baseman, Dick McCullough, 276 with 16 home runs. That must be off right-handed. It's 249. I gotta look into that. I saw that yesterday or last time I played too. All right, McCullough with a chance to put the Tigers ahead here. Runners will be off on contact. Kluber trying to slam the door here in the top of the second. He deals to Dick McCullough, and that is a 4-8. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Corey Kluber. Tigers strand 2. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here in Cleveland. Due up for the Indians, Ramirez, Chisenhall, and Santana to face Denny McLain. Ramirez, 318 with 29 bombs. Left-handed batter. Freehand wiggles the fingers. McLain deals to Ramirez, and that is a 2-5. Hard hit ball to Cash. He backhands it, takes it to the bag himself, 1 away. Now bring up Lonnie Chisenhall, right fielder, left-handed batter, 288 with 12 home runs. McLain's in a groove. He wants to work quickly. The windup and the pitch to Chisenhall, and that is a 1-7. Good column for Chisenhall. Drives that ball to center field. Northrup going back. Reaches up and makes the running catch in front of the track. 2 down. So 2 outs, base is empty for the first baseman, Carlos Santana, 259. The switcher had 23 home runs in 2017. He's batting lefty off the right-hand throwing Denny McLain, who's looking for another 1-2-3 inning. McLain deals to Santana, and that is a 5-6. Strike 3 looking. Side retired. 1-2-3. Go the Indians once again. Go to the top of the third. Scoreless here in this battle between Kluber and McLain. Due up for Detroit, the top of the order, Stanley, Brown, and Horton. Mickey Stanley's 0 for 1 playing shortstop today. He's a B bunter. Cleveland playing their infield normal now. Nope, corners are in. Excuse me, Diaz in at third. Santana in at first. Here's the pitch to Stanley. And that is a 6-5. And Stanley drives this ball deep. That's an 11. It was an 11. Drives this ball deep. And that's going to split Brantley and Almonte, and it's going to go high off the wall. He'll cruise into second with a leadoff double. Just missed a homer. And I'll bring up Gates Brown. Brown is 0 for 1 today. He did bat .370 in limited at-bats and 68 with 6 home runs. Left-handed batter. Second hit off Kluber. Brown awaits the Kelly Kluber offering. Here's the pitch homeward bound. And that is a 4-7. Strike 3 looking. Another strikeout for Kluber. I believe that's strikeout number 5. Good job by Gomes framing the pitch. So 1 out. Stanley still at second. 1-3-15 base runner. And Willie Horton steps to the plate. He walked his first time up. Horton looking to knock in Stanley. Kluber peeks over his shoulder towards second. Now he deals to Horton. And that is a 1-3. And Horton gets hit by the pitch. and he'll go to first. So 1 out, 2 on sets up a double play possibility with Jim Northrup at the plate. Lindor and Ramirez choking the middle off. They want to turn 2. Northrup's 0 for 1. No score here. 1 out, 2 on, top of the third. Kluber picks up the sign from Gomes. Here's the pitch to Jim Northrup, and that is a 3-4. And that's going to be a hard hit ball. That's a 20. That ball will be caught by Ramirez at second. So 1 through 18 would have been a base hit. He missed the pitch, and he pops out to Ramirez. It said line out, but it became a pop out, so he got jammed. Good job by Kluber. Now 2 outs, 2 on. He's 1 out away from getting out of this jam. Leadoff double. Mickey Stanley still at second. Could be stranded there. Here comes Al Kaline, 1 for 1. Can he give Detroit the lead? Runners will be off on contact with 2 outs. Kluber deals to Kaline, and that is a 5-8. Ground ball to second base. Can Ramirez handle it? That's an 8. So that's a G2. As he closes in on the ball. That's an 11. Ramirez ranges to his right, throws the first side, retired. Leadoff double goes for naught. Tigers strand 2. We go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless here in Cleveland. Due up for the Indians, Diaz, Almonte, and Gomes to face Denny McLain. Yanni Diaz digs in. Here's the pitch from Denny McLain. And that's a 4-5. Good column for Diaz. 4-5. And Diaz drives this ball. And that ball is going deep. Actually, it's a single because Diaz is a weak hitter. I have to remember that. Power is weak. Had he not been a weak hitter, that would have been a gopher ball. So a leadoff single. So Diaz is a weak hitter. He gets the single. 90% chance of stealing. But they're going to let Almonte swing away now. Here's the pitch from McLain to Almonte, and that is a 3-8. Tigers want to turn 2. 3-8. Strike 3. So 1 out, 1 on. Let's see if they'll send Diaz now with Jan Gomes at the plate, the catcher. 232, 14 homers. Nope, they're gonna let Gomes swing away. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch from McLain to Gomes, and that is a 5-4. Ground ball to Matthews at third. This could be trouble. It's a 3, and it's going to be trouble. That's a base hit. And a 9. So that ball gets past Matthews as he dives for it. And Diaz holds up at second. So 1 out, 2 on. Top of the order, Francisco Lindor. Lindor is 0 for 1. He did have 33 home runs in 2017. Lots of pop in his bat. Beatles Eternally's in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Good to see you there, buddy. Here's the pitch to Lindor from McLain, and that is a 4-8. And this is a Lindor column. Will it be trouble? We shall see. 4-8. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Denny McLain burns the fastball by him. So McLain 1 out away from getting out of this jam. a la Corey Kluber in the top of the third, but he'll have to face Michael Brantley. Brantley is 0 for 1. 292 batting average last year with 9 homers, left-handed batter. Runners will be off on contact. Freehand wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Brantley, and that is a 3-5, and this is a Brantley column. And Brantley drives this ball. This will get at least 1 run in, as that's a 20. So he drives this ball deep, and Northrup's on his horse. He's not going to get to it. That ball's going to hit the center field wall. 1 run does score. 1 through 14, we can get the lead runner. We're going to stop runners from advancing. So 2 runs score. It is 2-0 on the Brantley 2-out double. He'll be off on contact. So he comes up huge, and here comes Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 1. He gets a chance for a ribby here off Denny McLain. He's looking for the 1-4 column. The windup and the pitch for McLain to Encarnacion. And that is a 2-8. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A damage done on the 2-out double by Brantley, and it's 2-0 Indians. We go to the top of the 4th. Due up for the Tigers, Norm Cash, then Freehand and Matthews. In the chat, we have Beatles attorney and D. Scott Howard. Beatles says, worked on new magic all day, then played a bit of a game called Seraph. It's really fun. Now I'm here at the old ball game. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, my friend. I'm doing okay. And D. Scott Howard's here. He says hello to Beatles. New magic. He has a little smiley face there. Alrighty. D. Scott, how'd your walk go today? Here's Norm Cash. He walked his first time up. Kelly Kluber's ready. He deals to Cash. That is a 3-10. That's a Cash column. As I say, will he cash in on the 3-10? We shall see. Norm Cash can cash in a big way if he gets the proper roll. And he does! It's a 4! And he has power. And Norm Cash will tie this ball game up with a shot to right field. And it's a 1-1 game, a home run to right. I'm sorry, it's a 2-1 game. He pulls the Detroit Tigers to within 1. So Kluber gives up his first boo-boo. And now stepping to the plate, the catcher, Bill Freehand. Freehand had 25 home runs. Can they go back-to-back jacks off Corey Kluber? Gomes wiggles the finger, sets the target. Kluber deals to Freehand, and that is a 5-9. Swing and a miss, strike 3, Freehand. Was trying to go back-to-back jacks, but another strikeout for Corey Kluber. So 1 out, 1 on, 2-1 ball game now, thanks to the home run by Norm Cash. And here comes Eddie Matthews. Matthews inserted into the lineup to play third because he's a 5R. He hits right-handed pitching. He didn't hit much in 68 in his limited at-bats, only 212 with 3 homers, but what he did hit was against right-handed pitching. Can Matthews turn back the hands of time? The windup, the pitch to Eddie Matthews, and that is a 5-8. Ground ball to Ramirez at second. That's a 4. It's going to be a range play. G3 number sign. And a 16. No error, but let's see if he can make the play. That ball goes to the hole. Diving step by Ramirez. And he throws to Santana for out number 2. Robbing Eddie Matthews of a hit. So 2 outs, base is empty for Dick McCullough, the second baseman. Now his average is correct. 249, 16 home runs. So some pop into his bat. One swing of the bat, we have a 2-2 ball game. He's looking for the 2-6 column. Kluber's looking for the third out here. Kluber deals to McCullough, and that is a 4-6. And that ball will go out to left field as McCullough goes the other way. Brantley's there. Makes the catch, side retired. The Norm Cash homer brings the Tigers to within one. It's 2-1. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Due up to face Denny McLain for Cleveland. Ramirez, Chisenhall, and Santana. Quickly go to the chat again. D. Scott Howard says, great walk in the historic Fairhaven district and along Billingham Bay, 5.5 miles. Beatles Eternally, excellent job, D. Scott. Beatles Eternally have a music gig on Sunday to honor our drummer who unfortunately committed suicide a month ago. I've never experienced such a thing before. It's going to be weird. Yeah, again, deepest sympathy to you, Beatles. That's anyone listening or watching later or now. That is not the solution, my friends. One of our friends of the family actually just committed suicide too. He found out he was real sick. So here comes Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Always have someone to talk to. Remember that. McLain gets a sign from Freehand. Here's the pitch to Jose Ramirez, and that is a 6-8. And that ball is going to go out to Northrup in center field. Goes back a bit, makes the catch, out number 1. One away here in the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Cleveland. And here comes Lonnie Chisenhall. He's 0 for 1. Left-handed batting right fielder. 288, 12 home runs. Chisenhall is popping his bat. Freehand wiggles the fingers. McLain nods his head. Here's the pitch to Chisenhall, and that is a 4-7. That's a Chisenhall column. 4. Will it be lucky 7? Let's find out. And it is. An 18. It's going to be a single. So Chisenhall hits the ball hard. Up the middle. So a one-out single for Chisenhall. Cash holding him on. 55% chance of stealing second from first. And that will bring up the first baseman, Carlos Santana, who's 0 for 1. Stanley and McCullough looking to turn 2 up the middle. Santana, 23 bombs in 2017. Hit and runs on. That ball goes towards first base. Cash has it. Steps on the bag himself for out number 2, advancing to second now in scoring position is Chisenhall. Nice backhanded play by Cash on the hard hit ball. So 2 outs. Chisenhall's at second. Here comes the third baseman, Yandy Diaz. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. McLain looking to strand Chisenhall at second. Denny picks up the sign. Here's the pitch to Diaz. And that is a 6-5. And that'll be a fly ball to right field as Diaz goes the other way. K-Line's camped under it. He makes the catch. Side retired. Runner stranded at second. We go to the top of the 5th. Pitcher's duel here in Cleveland. It's 2-1 Indians. Due up for the Tigers. Top of the order, Stanley, Brown, and Horton. Mickey Stanley's 1 for 2 with a double. He has struck out once today. Corners playing in to protect against the bunt. The windup and the pitch from Corey Kluber, and that is a 2-9. And that is a Stanley column 2-9. Ground ball to Ramirez. Over Santana, 1 down. Stanley grounds out to second. Gates Brown steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's ready to grip and rip. Kluber's in a groove. He deals to Brown, and that is a 2-11. Another, going to be a ground ball to Santana. He has it. Flips to Kluber covering the bag. 2 away. No one on for Willie Horton. He walked his first time up. Horton definitely has pop in his bat. 36 home runs in 68 in the year of the pitcher. Gomes sets the target. Here's the pitch to Willie Horton. 4-8. Strike 3. Look at another strikeout for Kluber. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 Indians. Due up for Cleveland. Almonte, Gomes in the top of the order. Lindor to face Denny McLain. Let's quickly go to the chat. And we have Clocker outs in the chat. How are you, Clark? Thank you, as Clark says, great sympathy to you, Beatles and Al. And then Clark says, as a drummer myself, how is the gig set up? Playing with different drummers or different bands playing? D. Scott Howard says, well said, Al. Can't say it enough. If you ever have a problem, and I'm not going to preach, but an issue, regardless anything, no matter how old you are, whether you're a youngster, again, age doesn't matter, you always have someone to talk to. And I'm not saying on YouTube or whatever, I'm saying you always have someone to talk to, whether a friend, a family, anybody. Talk it out. Doing harm to yourself is not the solution. Clark, and yes, it has been a long time, too long, but I haven't had to work lately, knock on wood, and have been playing quite a bit of replay baseball in my spare time. Excellent. Give us a little update on that, Clark, and it's good to see you, my friend. How do you guys like the dice rolling? I'm just curious. Should I go back to the other way? Just on this game. Obviously, the other games I have are pure sims. So, a little feedback here. So, Almonte's 0 for 1. Digs in the batter's box. Here's the pitch from McLain, and that is a 1-4. Almonte column, 1-4. Grounds to McCullough. McCullough makes the diving stop, pops up, throws to Cash. He hit the ball hard. McCullough 3 steps and a dive to his right. And they just nip Almonte at first. 1 away. And here comes Yan Gomes, 1 for 1 with a run scored. Right-handed batting catcher. 14 home runs in 2017. 2-1, 1 out, bases empty. Bottom of the 5th. The windup and the pitch from Denny McLain, and that is a 5-3. This ball goes back to McLain. He fields his position quite well. That is a 6. That's a G3. Could be a possibility of a range play. Now the error check. That's a 9. No error. Let's see if Denny McLain can make the play on the comebacker. And he does. McLain snares the hard hit ball. Great play. And throws to first. So 2 outs, bases empty, top of the order. Francisco Lindor steps to the plate. He is 0 for 2. He has struck out once against McLain. 2-1 ball game, and that's the way McLain wants to keep it, as he wants to get the Tigers to the top of the 6th with a 1-run deficit. Freehand wiggles the fingers. McLain nods his head. He deals to Lindor. 4-9. Lindor column, 4-9. Strike 3, looking. Throws with the fastball, outside corner, knee high. Lindor couldn't pull the trigger. Side retired, top of the 6th, 2-1 here in Cleveland. What a pitcher's duel between Denny McLain and Corey Kluber. Due up for the Tigers, hoping to tie it up or take the lead. Northrop, K-Line, and Cash. Clark says you just need a dice tower. Okay, I'll work on that. Beatles attorney says, Clark, we have a drummer coming from Belgium to sit in. Seems like he wants to join the band. There is another band that is going to open the show. That's really nice, Beatles. That's cool. So here's Jim Northrop. He is 0 for 2. If Northrop goes yard, we have a tie ball game. Kluber deals to Northrop, and that is a 2-9. Fly ball to center field. Amante has a beat on it. He squeezes the glove out, number 1. So far, Kluber 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and he gave up that home run. And now Al Kaline steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Here's a pitch from Kluber, and that is a 1-4. Kaline column, 1-4. Kaline hits this ball pretty well. It's a 12. So Kaline will have himself a single as he lines a shot up the middle. Tying run at first. Kaline, 80% chance of stealing. Again, Corey Kluber's awful at holding base runners on. He's a +6. And we're going to send Kaline. 25% chance to get the proper lead. If he gets it, 1 through 16, he's safe. He cannot get the proper lead, so Kluber doing a fine job with Santana at first. Steal is called off. Norm Cash now steps to the plate. He homered off Kluber, thus the 1 run for the Tigers. If he homers again, the Tigers will take the lead. Santana holding Kaline on. 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Norm Cash, and that is a 3-5. It's a Cash column. Will he cash in again? Singles to center. We have a 60% chance, 1 through 12, of Kaline going first to third. We're going to hold all runners. As Bill Freehan, the catcher, comes up, and he has 25 home runs in 68, so we don't want to run into an out. 60% was not good enough for me. So 1 out, 2 on. Tying run at second, Al Kaline, 1 through 14 base runner. Cash, the go-ahead run at first, 1 through 12. Brantley, a -2 in left. Almonte, a -1 in center, as well as Chisenhall, a -1 in right. Freehan is 0 for 2, and he has struck out twice against Kluber. Kluber wants the hat trick against him, or the double play ball. Freehan wants revenge. The windup, the pitch from Corey Kluber, and that is a 5-5. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He gets the hat trick, the one you don't want. As he's retired once again, Freehan, via the strike. So 2 outs, he'll be up to Eddie Matthews, who was robbed of a base hit by Ramirez in his last at-bat. Matthews is 0 for 2. Inserted in the lineup because he hits righties. When he does hit, much better. He's a 5R. Runners will be off on contact. Kaline at second. And Cash at first. Here's the pitch to Matthews, and that is a 4-11. Matthews with an opportunity here. 14. I honestly don't know if this is a single or not because of the weird split thing. And he lines out. Ramirez makes another diving play and once again robs Matthews of not only a hit, but most likely a game-tying RBI. What a job by Ramirez at second. Side retired. We go to the bottom of 6. Cleveland clinging to that 1-run lead. 2-1 Indians. Due up for Cleveland, Brantley, Encarnacion, and Ramirez. Let's go to the chat. Clark says, never been a fan of the 50-50 system, but it's pretty cool that the PC version gives you an option to roll real dice and input the results. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I'm debating whether to go back the other way. I like rolling the dice. I just don't call the game as good because I'm trying to make sure I click the right buttons. All right, Brantley's 1 for 2 with a double. McLain's ready. Here's the pitch to Brantley, and that is a 4-6. And Brantley has a 1 in 20 chance of a triple here. And it's a 4. I rolled it low, but not low enough. So Brantley drives that ball to center field, but Northrup has a beat on it. Races back, reaches up, and makes the running catch for out number 1. Good job by Northrup. Edwin Encarnacion steps at plate. He's 0 for 2. Don't make a mistake to Encarnacion. 38 homers. McLain does give up gopher balls. He's given up 3 in 2 games so far. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch from Denny McLain. And that is a 2-8. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tigers throw the ball around the infield. Denny McLain now has 6 strikeouts in 6 2/3 innings. He's given up 4 hits, 2 runs, walked none. So 2 outs, and here comes the man who saved the day a couple of times, the second baseman, Jose Ramirez. He just robbed Eddie Matthews of a game-tying RBI single, most likely. He's 0 for 2. Freehand goes through the signs. McLain nods his head. He sets and deals to Ramirez, and that is a 6-7. He's jammed, pops it up, first base side. Cash makes the catch on the outfield grass. Side retired. We go to the top of the 7th here in Cleveland, and what a pitcher's duel it's been. The Indians lead 2-1, due up for the Tigers. McCullough in the top of the order, Stanley and Brown. Kluber has pitched 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, the home run to Norm Cash. He's walked 2, struck out 8. McCullough is 0 for 2. He is a C bunter. Infield playing normal. McCullough will swing away. Here's the pitch from Corey Kluber, and that is a 5-10. Ground ball to Diaz at third. 6 and under is a hit for McCullough. It's a 17, so still no luck with the 20-sided dice. 17, it's a G1. Now, if you're a Tigers fan, you're rooting for an error here, and that's a 9. Backhanded by Diaz, he throws to Santana, 1 away. Top of the order, Mickey Stanley, 1 for 3 with a double. He just missed a home run. Stanley looking to tie it with 1 swing of the bat. Gomes wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Stanley. 1-7. Stanley column, 1-7. Again, he has an opportunity here for a big hit. It's a 5, so that'll be a single. So Stanley will pick up his second hit off Kluber as he singles up the middle. Tying runs at first, Mickey Stanley. 70% chance of stealing second, and Gates Brown is at the plate. Gates is 0 for 3. And we're going to attempt the steal here. 22% chance of getting the proper lead. If he does, 1 through 14, he's safe. They throw over, Stanley's back. So again, they're able to hold on a runner. That +6 has not hurt him so far. 1 out, Stanley at first. Now they'll deal with Gates Brown at the plate. Here's the pitch to Gates Brown. He's looking for a big hit here, and that is a 4-9. Indians want to turn 2. Ground ball to short. This could be a double play ball. That's a 4. That's a G3 number sign. Error check. 13. Not unlucky, no error. Let's see if they turn 2 or if it gets through the middle somehow. Lindor deep in the hole, and it is an infield hit as the ball goes off Lindor's glove as he made a diving bid for it. So Brown singles now bring up the very dangerous Willie Horton. Horton is 0 for 1 with a walk. Stanley the tying run at second. Brown the go-ahead run at first. And let's just show you Willie Horton. And let's go to notes. I think that's where you get his stats. Batting .440. That's versus lefties, though. I don't know what that means. That makes no sense to me. Kluber's a righty. Versus left. We don't have versus right. Anyway, 9 at-bats. He has 1 home run, 3 RBIs. He's batting .333. What's that? Maybe that's what he hits against lefties? I don't know. So, let's see if we can get a home run number 2. He's looking for a 3-6 column. Indians are looking for a double play. Remember, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Kluber picks up the sign from Gomes. The windup and the pitch to Willie Horton. And that is a 6-8. 6-8. Will it be great? No, it will not, unless you're an Indians fan. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for Kluber. That's number 9. So 2 outs, 2 on. Stanley the tying run at second. Go-ahead run. Gates Brown at first. Good speed on the base paths. And it's up to Jim Northrup, who is 0 for 3 off Kluber. Kluber has been dealing. Looking for strikeout number 10. He sets and deals to Northrup. And that is a 6-7. Will it be lucky number 7? If you're an Indians fan, it is strike 3. Side retire. That's number 10 for Corey Kluber. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 2-1. I have to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," but first a trivia question. Lefty Grove's record of 31-4 in 1931 was affected by his relief work. How many losses did he have in relief that season? Okay, this is a good question. Lefty Grove's record of 31-4 in 1931 was affected by his relief work. How many losses did he have in relief for that season? I'm going to say he had all 4 losses. As Beatles says, "Let's go Tigers." I'm going to say Lefty Grove had all 4 losses out of the pen in 1931. So I'll give it a moment. I'll sip some coffee. I'll get ready for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Let's see if anyone responds to the trivia question. Lefty Grove's record of 31-4 in 1931 was affected by his relief work. How many losses did he have out of the bullpen for that season? I'm saying all 4 losses were out of the pen. As I get my vocal cords ready for my rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, which everyone loves. All right. Do 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 do. I say 4 losses out of the pen. I'm going to click OK. Here we go. 2 of his 4 losses were in relief, so half. All right, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root for the home team. If they lose, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. And that's for Chris from Strat-O-Matic, Delaware, Clinton Parks, and Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. Check out those wonderful channels, as well as ID Gesture, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, Baseball Demos, Tabletop Baseball Plus, Combat Painter, Card and Dice Tabletop, Broke Black Man 94, JD, Phil the Issues Guy, and T-Dub from What's Blazing in Sports. please check out my channel page for the channels that are featured and related, and check out their pages. All wonderful people. Give them a subscribe. Check them out. All right, so here comes Lonnie Chisenhall. It'll be followed by Santana and Diaz. As Beatles says in the chat, Grove had a monster year in 31. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, my friend. And Clark, give us an update on your replay baseball, my friend. D. Scott Howard, one of the best 31, one of the best, 31, as are still my favorite of the original Strat old-timers. Very cool, D. Scott. D. Scott, did you ever... I tried to go online to see how you set up a tournament, but the only thing I could find in Out of the Ballpark 19 was like an online tournament. But I do think you can set up a tournament. We're going to have to investigate that further. Here is Lonnie Chisenhall, 1 for 2. Denny McLain back out on the hill. Toes the rubber. He deals to Chisenhall. And that is, as the helmets go all over the place, that is a 1-5. This is good for Chisenhall. The column is at least 1-5. And Chisenhall works a walk-off McLain. So, lead-off runner on. Very important insurance runner. Corners move in. Why are the corners in against a 12 bunter? We're not doing that. That's stupid. How do I change that? Infield back. Infield normal. He's a D bunter. Santana's 0 for 2. And that was McLain's first walk. So the Tigers looking to turn 2 with Stanley and McCullough up the middle. Cash holding on the runner. Here's the pitch to Santana, and that is a 1-8. 1-8. Will it be a double play ball? Tigers are hoping so. It will not. It'll be a single to right. And Chisenhall will hold at second. Will not challenge K-Line's -3 arm. So, no outs, 2 on. McLain laboring a bit here. Bullpen action starts for Detroit. They're down 1 run, top of the 7th, 2-1 ball game, Indians. And here comes the third baseman, Yandy Diaz, 1 for 2. Why are the corners playing in? He's a D bunter. I hate when the computer does that. Back. All right. McLain needs a strikeout or a pop-up here. Peeks over his shoulder. Looks in at freehand now. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Diaz. And that is a 6-11. Fly ball to right field. K-Line, a very solid fielder. Not much there. 18. That's an F3. Error check. That's a 10. So K-Line hopefully makes this play. I believe he does on an F3. K-Line going back towards the line. Makes the catch for the out. Chisenhall does not tag. So 1 out. Double play ball will now get McLain and the Tigers out of the inning. Still trailing by 1. Stepping to the plate, Abraham Almonte, the center fielder. The switch hitter batting left. He's 0 for 2 off McLain. McLain kicks and fires, and that is a 5-6. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew the fastball by him. So after the first 2 runners get on, a flyout and a strikeout, and it's up to Yan Gomes to knock in Chisenhall from second. That's a very important insurance run. It's 2-1 Cleveland. Gomes is 1 for 2 with a run scored. McLain so far has gone 6 2/3 innings. He's given up 5 hits, 1 walk, striking out 7, and 2 runs. Here's the pitch to Gomes. Yanni gets a 4-9. It's a Yanni column. Yan column. 4-9. Can he put this game out of reach? Strike 3, swinging. No, he cannot. That's strikeout number 10, I believe, for McLain. We go to the top of the 8th, 2-1. Let's check the strikeouts out real quick. Strikeout number 8 for McLain. Kluber through 7 has 10. So what a pitcher's duel we have here in Cleveland. Due up for the Tigers, K-Line, Cash, and Freehand. K-Line's 2 for 3, and we have a new pitcher, as Kluber's day is done, so I'll give you his numbers again. Coming in to pitch, Cody Allen with a 1-run lead. 3 and 7 with 30 saves, 2.94 earned run average, striking out 92, walking 21. Corey Kluber, had I looked, I would have given you the numbers then. Went 7 innings, 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned. The home run by Norm Cash. Walked 2, struck out 10. So K-Line digs in. Allen, a right-handed thrower, tough on lefties, 5 out. Allen deals the K-Line, looking to get on, and that is a 2-11. It's a K-Line column, 2-11. Will he treat Allen rudely? He has a chance to. That's a 13. K-Line will have his 3rd hit of the ball game. It'll be a single. So K-Line will represent the tying run at first as he goes up the middle. He's now 3 for 4. 90% chance of steal. Wow. Allen's a +8 when it comes to holding. Come on, let's get this stolen base here. 25% chance of getting the lead. 90% chance of stealing the base. Come on. And he can't get the lead. Now it's a 50% chance we're not stealing. Wow, we have not been able to take advantage of the poor holding aspect of these Indians pitchers in this game. But here comes Norm Cash. He's 2 for 2 with a home run. Corner's playing in. Why, I don't know, but that's the computer. And they're controlling the Indians. Cash looking for something he can grip and rip off Cody Allen. The windup and the pitch from Allen to Cash. And that is a 6-8. Strike 3 looking. Cash is retired for the first time. 1 out. Bill Freehand's 0 for 3. And Kluber got him 3 times via the K. He's very happy to see Kluber not on that mound anymore. K-Line at first. Allen picks up the sign from Gomes. Here's the pitch to Freehand. And that is a 6-7. I don't think that's going to be too good off the Allen card for Freehand. 6-7. Ground ball to second. And Ramirez has been outstanding so far in this game, robbing McCullough twice of hit, Matthews twice of hits. And that's a 17. So that's a G1. He's going to be making this play again unless it's an error. And it could be an error. That's a 12. But it will not be. Could be a double play ball. So Ramirez has it. And it's a double play ball. Ramirez to Lindor to Santana. 4-6 to 3. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Indians cling to that 1-run lead. McLain still back out on the mound. Due up in this 2-1 ball game. Top of the order for the Indians. Lindor, Bradley, and Encarnacion. Francisco Lindor is 0 for 3. So far, Denny McLain, 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 2 runs scored. Here's the pitch to Lindor from McLain, and that is a 3-10. Ground ball to Cash. He'll take it to the bag himself, 1 away. Brantley steps to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a double. And he's knocked in the only 2 runs. Way back in the bottom of the 3rd. They've held up so far. The windup and the pitch to Brantley. McLain deals a 2-5. 2-5. And Brantley gets his second hit, a single between McCullough and Cash into right field. Brantley, 85% chance of stealing. Will he go? A hit and runs on instead with Encarnacion. Okay, so I think I figured this out. I roll the white dice first. If it's 4, 5, or 6, we continue on here. It's a 3. So then I hit cancel. I think this is the way you do it. Then we just roll the dice again. So that is a 2-8. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for Denny McLain, who's in line to be the tough luck loser, as it's a 2-1 ball game, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. And coming up for the Indians, the second baseman, Jose Ramirez, who's been stellar at second. Brantley with an 85% chance of stealing second. He's not going. They're going to let Ramirez swing away. McLain looking for the third and final out. Get the Tigers to the top of the 9th with a 1-run deficit. Here's the pitch. And that is a 1-10. And this is a Ramirez column. Will the 10 produce fruit? Ground ball to Stanley. He throws to Cash at first. Side retired. We go to the top of the 9th here in Cleveland. The Indians cling by their fingernails off the cliff to a 2-1 lead over the 68 Tigers. They could deal Denny McLain his first loss. He has won his first 2 starts. And this is actually the best he's pitched. And he might get a loss. There was a lot of offense for the Tigers in the first 2 games. But Kelly Kluber and now Kluber and Cody Allen have shut down the Tigers to only 1 run. They have 8 hits, though. And here comes Eddie Matthews. He almost tied the game, but Ramirez made a diving stop to prevent that. Matthews is 0 for 3. And Allen's very tough on lefties, a 5L, but Matthews is tough on righties. He's a 5R. But you know what? He's 0 for 3. And we're going to go to Comer will come in to pinch hit for Matthews. He's a 6R, and he's a right-handed batter. Wayne Comer, not stellar, 125, 48 at-bats, 1 triple, 1 homer, 3 RBIs. But, hey, we might get some luck here. Like I said, he's a 6R. See if you can get on base here. He's a weak hitter, so he won't be hitting a home run unless it's a straight home run. He's looking for the 3-6 column. Cody Allen nods his head. He deals to Comer. And that is a 5-6. I don't think that's too good. We shall see. 5-6 off the Allen column. And that is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Comer is out. Dick McCullough comes to plate. He's 0 for 3. He struck out once today. Allen 2 outs away from giving the Indians a victory. And the Tigers and Denny McLain, their first defeat in this project of 24 starts. Gomes sets the target, the windup and the pitch to Dick McCullough. And that is a 2-8. That's a McCullough column. And he's jammed, and he pops it up to Ramirez at second on the outfield grass. Makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Last hope for the Tigers to keep this game alive. Mickey Stanley's 2 for 4 with a double. He has struck out once. Stanley had 11 home runs, 259 batting average. In this project, Stanley is batting .500 with 1 double, no RBIs, and no home runs. Like to get off the home run schneid here and tie this ball game up. Last hope, Mickey Stanley. Allen gets a sign from Gomes, the windup and the pitch from Allen to Mickey Stanley. Will this be the ball game? It is a 2-11. Will Denny McLain get a tough luck loss? And he will. Ground ball to Ramirez, over to Santana. Ball game over. What a pitcher's duel here in Cleveland. A 2-1 victory. Kluber will get the win. Allen will get the save. And Denny McLain, the tough luck loser, as the Tigers were only able to muster 1 run through 9 innings. So this was actually Denny McLain's best start, and he takes the loss. Take care, Clark. Thank you for stopping by. Hello, Ken Castro. Hope all is well. So that was a great pitchers duel here. And let's get the box score. We'll call it a stream. And if we have enough time, we're going to do a Bob Gibson one next. So we'll get the box score. Denny McLain's now 2-1. But this was his best effort. 8 innings. This is a la 68 here. 8 innings, as he did not have to pitch the ninth. Bottom of the ninth, they were losing. 6 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. The double by Brantley knocked in both the runs back in the bottom of the third, and they held up for the whole game. The only run the Tigers got, a solo shot by Cash, the first baseman. 1 walk, he struck out 9. His earned run average now is 3.28. Kluber, 7 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, the home run by Cash. It was earned. Walk 2, struck out 10. And his 1.29 earned run average. Obviously, he'll get 4 starts in this series because he'll face McLain home and away, and then Gibson home and away. Allen gets the save, 2 innings, 1 hit, striking out 2. Player of the game, Kluber for the win. That's who I'm giving player of the game. Only 1 home run by Cash. Corey Kluber struck out 10 batters. Michael Brantley had 2 base hits and 2 RBIs as Cleveland Indians beat the Detroit Tigers by a score of 2-1. Stanley played short because we want to get more pop in the lineup, and we actually scored less runs. But that's thanks to the Indians pitching, who held the Tigers to 1 run. Stanley was 2 for 5. Brown, 1 for 4. Horton, 0 for 2. He had a couple of walks, though, or 1 walk. Northrup, 0 for 4. Kaline, 3 for 4. Cash, 2 for 3, with a run scored, the RBI and the home run. Then 0 for. Freehan was 0 for 4. Matthews, 0 for 3. He got robbed of 2 hits. Comer, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. And McCullough, 0 for 4. Tigers, 34 at-bats, only 1 run, 8 hits, 1 RBI. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, Francisco Lindor, 0 for 4. Brantley, 2 for 4. That's all the runs they needed with the 2 RBIs. Encarnacion, the DH, 0 for 4. Ramirez, 0 for 4. He played stellar defense, though, at second, saving a run that would have tied the game. Chisenhall, 1 for 2. Santana, 1 for 3. Diaz, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Almonte, 0 for 3. Gomes, 1 for 3 with a run scored. The Indians in a victory, 30 at-bats, 2 runs, only 6 hits, and 2 RBIs. So Denny McLain picks up his first loss. He's 2-1 after 3 starts in his 24-start project against the best teams I deem of 2017. And this was his best start. That's what's hilarious. This was his best start. The other 2, they scored a lot of runs. He pitched okay, but not Denny McLain. At least he didn't give up a gopher ball. He's given up 3 gopher balls in 3 games, 3 in the first 2. And we should probably go big screen with this so you can see this. As I just realized it's small, so let's just go here. Let you get a look at it. And then we'll call it a stream. Yep. So Denny McLain's best effort so far in start number 3, and he gets a loss. This is Al Red Sox fan saying thank you very much. I'd like to say thank you to Beatles attorney, Ken Castro, D. Scott Howard, Clark, or as I call him, Clark, because I don't know if it's Clarker Otts or Clarker Rots, but thank you very much. And what's Blazing in Sports? I missed him. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. As he says, just finished my son's 5th birthday party. It was amazing. LOL. Hello, chat. Hello, Al. Well, happy birthday to the little man. Many more happy, healthy ones that come. And we all wish the little man, little T-Dub, many, many more happy birthdays. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Sorry I missed you. I didn't see it as I was trying to concentrate on the game in a 2-1 loss. And I believe we got everybody. So thank you very much. Remember, check out What's Blazing in Sports with T-Dub. Great boxing channel, and happy birthday to the little man. So that is it. I think I'm going to, it's 10:11 East Coast. USA. I think I'm going to come back with a Bob Gibson game or something else. Maybe I'll do Gibson. Sip of coffee. Thank you very much, everyone. Health and happiness. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Happy birthday once again to the little man, little T-Dub, his son. Turned 5. God bless him. Till next time, don't swing at the curveball in the dirt. Watch out for the big left hook. And most of all, peace!